Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you this afternoon for another movie review that I am wanting to check out for this 2024 film for MAXXXINE, the 2024 film that came out on July 5th. I'm sorry that I'm still behind on movies, like about 3.5 months behind, but I'm getting up there. It's a slow grind, so at least I'm making a little more progress to catching up. But pretty much this is the Mia Goth film that I did want to see how it would turn out, so I'm going to discuss what I watched for MAXXXINE, the 2024 film. It is a sequel to the X movie, and Pearl was the prequel to the X movie. So I'll let you know my thoughts on this 2024 film overall, so let's dive into this movie review. Now, with what I've seen with the hour and 43 minutes and some seconds, I thought it was a good film. Yes, it's a horror movie, thriller horror movie, or whatever the genre it specifies in. It basically shows that Mia Goth left the Texas area where her friends got massacred and all that by these people. And basically, that was a movie that came out for the X movie 2 years ago. And now this is the sequel to it where she makes her big break in Hollywood. And then apparently there's a Night Stalker out and killing people and hurting people too. So, killing mostly and killing girls and all that. So, Halsey, well, if you've seen this movie, you know that most of the girls die in this film, except MAXXXINE. MAXXXINE was the only one that basically made it out alive. Kevin Bacon was in this movie as the private investigator. Halsey was in it. Lily Collins, Elizabeth Debicki, the girl that played in Tenet a few years ago. Which, keep in mind, that movie was kind of confusing, to be honest. It wasn't terrible, but it was a little confusing. But with this film, I think it was a good film. The pacing was fine. And yeah, the Night Stalker does get revealed at the end of the movie who it really is. So this Night Stalker is basically terrorizing Hollywood and going after people and killing them. But mainly, the Night Stalker is only doing it to attract a certain someone, which is Maxine Miller. Or Maxine Minx, she's called in Hollywood now. So, I think with the rest of the movie, it played out fine, and the story was interesting, and there was an interesting cast in this film. So I really enjoyed Mia Goth's performance in this. It was pretty strong, and the other performances were fine, but the movie's pacing, I had a few critiques with certain scenes, but overall, I think this was a good film for what it went for, and if I were to give MAXXXINE its deserved score, I'm going to give it a good 8 out of 10. It's a good film. It's probably better than X, in my opinion, and X was an average film. I mean, I had a few critiques with some of the I had a few critiques with some of that movie. Excuse my voice cracking for a second. It was just like something was stuck in my throat. But overall, I think this film was an interesting movie, and with what I've seen, with the hour and 43 minutes of this film, I gotta say I'm pretty impressed for most of it. So 8 out of 10 for MAXXXINE, the 2024 movie. The next movie review will be Kill. It's an India movie, Middle Eastern movie that I will be checking out to see what I think of it. But if it's in a different language, I'm gonna skip it. Mostly because I like to see English subtitles, that way I can read it. But if it doesn't have that, I'm gonna pass on the movie and go to the July 12th releases, which after the After Kill, that movie, I'll be going to the Fly Me to the Moon, Channing Tatum and Scarlett Johansson movie, and so on and so forth. The Twisters movie review will be happening in due time, probably close to the end of the month, but I will let you know when I get around to it. But until then, thanks for watching the MAXXXINE 2024 film, and I'll see you in my next review.